Okay. Hi. So today, felony time. So by the time I actually got my felony, I was currently on probation for possession of controlled substance under a gram. Had gotten two DWIs and charged for carrying a pipe that I sat out for a couple days. Not boasting, just this is what happened. Uh, so let's start out with when the FBI came and talked to me. You can't hide anything from them. I tried to fake cry. I was like hyperventilating. I tried everything I could think of, and they saw right through that shit. So, yeah, that was fun. Within a day of talking to them, I was pretty much gone. They shipped me back to Denton County, and it wasn't too bad at first. They made me a trustee, which meant I had to work for the jail. Whatever. Didn't think nothing of it until the first day they had me cleaning one hallway, just one hallway, for 6 hours. Wow. So, I'm cleaning. I've already done it a few times. And I see these other trustees. They were passing out food, but I see them sitting down and hanging out. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can do that too. So I sit down with them. And within a few seconds, a guard comes in. He's like, yeah, it's a two-way mirror. I look over at it. I'm like, yeah, it's a good one. He's like, so we can't tell if you're just flipping us off by sitting down or you're just fucking stupid. Fucking stupid? Okay. Well, we'll be right back. And so I got up. He's like, no, you just sit down. Okay. So I sat here for a second. I already knew I was in trouble. I already knew I was in some shit. But sat there, got up, stretched, fixed my pants, dusted my shoes off. Not really shoes, they're like slip-on little croc dealies. Uh, and then a guard came back. He's like, you're going to get your cleaning supplies and come with me to the rec yard. I had to clean each and every window that was filled with spiders, eggs, webs, dead bugs, anything that could be caught in the webs. Yeah. But at least when I was cleaning, I got to talk to one of the sergeants. He's a great guy. He got to see that I'm just stupid, or at least I did a lot of stupid things to get to that point. So it wasn't that hard on me after that. It's kind of funny because then I started getting a little, not like hijinks because it's jail. Can't really do that, but you can still have fun, So cutting on the guards, all that fun stuff, playing cards, and kind of make it sound like, oh, it's like summer camp. It's just ways you try and make the best of the situation. Uh, and I can go into story after story after story, but that first one is just one of the most important ones that I love to get off the bat. Uh, but one of the best things was while locked up, you know, the food sucks. It's always going to suck. Uh, but you get to learn how to, if you're smart, make your own food. You can start hoarding your stuff because the first thing you need to buy when you go in is a bowl and a cup, and then if you can, some shorts because it gets hot. But you usually use your bowl to save food. You save whatever you want for later, until shakedown and it gets thrown out. But till that, you save that, and then you can use the leftover cakes as a base for a pie. You can take all the cookies, break them down, make your own dough, and then reform that into cakes, pies, like anything dough related that you need something sweet for. There you go. It's set. Uh, the spreads were awesome, casseroles, whatever you want to call them. Those are great to figure out how to learn how to make. It's just all the options that are possible when you're given barely anything are really amazing. Uh, so county wasn't too bad. I actually had some more experiences, and I'll go in with them in other videos. But I just wanted to touch on the actual cooking portion that I got to do. because that actually continued after I got sent into the Texas State prison system. What's that? Gosh, I can't remember the acronym for it right now. That was its own experience. You know, scary at first, but you just kind of, you don't try and make waves. You know, people say, oh, you take out the biggest bag. Depending on the unit, you might have to. You never know. Every unit is different. The ones I went to were like transfer units, and then I went to the Walls unit, which is an old motherfucking building. Oof, it's an old, hot building. Gosh, that prison is hot. But I had to go through all of those, and they were pretty much just offenders who were either the lifers working or the ones who are keeping their head down, just trying to get out. But don't make waves. Just keep your head down and try and keep. If something's going on that doesn't concern you, don't. Keep your head down. Oh. So, got that felony done. And I was released. And I'm jumping gaps here just because it's kind of a long story, and the initial part of these videos were to help people see who I am, why I'm applying to school, why cooking became my passion, and everything. So I get released, and I'm good and clean for a good 3 months. And then I relapse for a good, I don't know, it feels like it could have been a year. I had kind of like a mental breakdown 2016 May to June, where I was so close to getting off parole, and I had been using, and I don't know if everything I saw was a complete hallucination or what, but after then I just don't really want to touch it anymore. So, yeah, kudos. But the entire time, even with the relapse and everything, the only thing I held true was that while I was incarcerated, while I was cooking, or a version of it, I was relaxed. I was calm, happy, peaceful in jail. And I knew that that feeling had to be something genuine, you know. I got to work my wrists and fingers to the bone because I would have to sit in one spot for like at least a good hour or so, just crushing cookies with a plastic cup into a plastic bowl. And, you know, it's a pain in the butt, but the product is always so much more rewarding when you're really just putting yourself into this food, you know. But, okay, back on. So, did the felony, did the relapse, got clean and sober. So easier when it just say it kind of summed up. But it took me this long just to get the nerve to want to apply to school because of the fact of everything still felt brand new. It felt that I had spent almost a decade of my life inebriated on methamphetamines, that I was coming back at 18 and just kind of seeing the world and like, okay, it's very intimidating. But just something I know I can overcome. I sat out my time, completed my parole. Yes, that's how that one ended. I did complete my parole. All good. And I got a sense of clarity with completing parole, with the mental break, with the years of sobriety. And, you know, it's just, though the depression does kick in sometimes, I have to keep myself grounded and keep myself thinking of what I want. Because it's very easy to get distracted, and I know that all I want to do is just cook some food, make people happy. I do not want the restaurant gig, but I will own my own food truck and most definitely talk to every single person that wants to come up and chit-chat with me. I hope this video kind of touched on some things about my felony. I don't want to give too much unnecessary BS away, but I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Whoever does watch, if anyone watches, shoot me a message. I love to talk to people. Bye.